All right, thanks, guys. If you are currently not subscribed to my Patreon website, you're definitely missing out. We're currently hitting at 60% in our last 25 board member package plays on that site. We're also hitting at 64% in our last 14 college basketball package plays. Link for that site is in the description section below. That is patreon.com/Brock Page. Now, we got ourselves a very short slate of NHL action here tonight, so let's go ahead and dive into it. And this is certainly a marquee matchup here. Definitely has all the makings of a good one. And I'm talking about the Bruins taking on the Capitals, 7 o'clock Eastern puck drop in the nation's capital. Now, Washington is the $1.25 favorite at home here. Totals at 6. We haven't seen a whole lot of movement on this total, but we did see a nickel move toward Washington in the early wagering. The Caps open $1.20 up to -125. Total open and remains at 6 goals. 61% of the consensus are leaning toward Washington. 69% shaded toward the over. Right now, Boston's plus 105 on the money line. Washington plus $1.90 on the puck line. We have Braden Holtby for the Caps, Tuukka Rask for Boston. If you like Tuukka Rask in this matchup here with the Bruins, he is 13-3-2 on the year, 219 goals against, 927 save percentage. Boston is 8-4-1 on the road. They rank in the top 3 in road scoring, top 10 in road offensive shots. They've also won 7 out of their last 10 games. They have 20 wins, 5 losses, and 6 overtime losses. That's going to put them at 25-6 overall for the year. They're in first place in the Atlantic Division. David Pastrnak, 25 goals, 20 assists, 45 points. He's plus 10 on the season. Brad Marchand, 46 points on the year for him. He's got himself 28 assists, 18 goals. He's plus 17. And then the journeyman, Zdeno Chara. You probably didn't think you'd hear him in this broadcast. He's got 12 points on the year, but he is plus 18 on the season. Zdeno Chara, I believe he is 42. He's well in his 40s. But anyway, this Boston squad ranks in the top 10 in goals allowed on the road. Now, Washington on the other side, really struggling in their puck line plays at home. They've successfully covered the puck line in just 5 out of their 15 games at home this year. They rank in the bottom 10 in home goals allowed. They're also ranking in the bottom 5 in home shots allowed. So a lot of opportunities for their opponents on their home ice. Now, Washington is 21-11 to the over thus far in the year. They're also 12-3 to the over at home. Boston on the other side, 9-4 to the over when traveling. I'm going to lean toward the Boston Bruins plus 105 and the over 6 goals in that game. All right, next matchup. It is going to be Ottawa taking on the Canadiens and 7:30 Eastern puck drop in Montreal. The Canadiens are the $2 favorite on the money line. Totals at 6. We have Caden Primo projected in net for Montreal. Anders Nilsson slated for the Senators. Nilsson's just 8-8 on the year with a 303 goals against. Meanwhile, Caden Primo, limited experience, but he does have himself a 914 save percentage. Ottawa's really struggling on the road this year. Just 5-12-1 on the road. 2-6 straight up in their last 8 games at any location. The Senators rank in the bottom 10 in scoring, bottom 10 in offensive shots, and no surprises here. They rank in the bottom 5 in road scoring. Now, Montreal on the other side, winners in 3 out of their last 4 games. The Canadiens rank in the top 10 in scoring, and they are ranking first in offensive shots on average per game. Joel Armia, 11 goals, 6 assists, 17 points. Brendan Gallagher, 14 goals, 11 assists, 25 points. And Shea Weber, 10 goals, 15 assists, 25 points. Weber is plus 10 on the year. This Montreal squad is first in offensive shots at home, top 10 in defensive shots allowed at home as well. Pretty chalky lean here, but I'm going to lean Montreal minus 1.5 in the over 6 goals in that game. And I'm going to slide my next and final matchup for the show. It is going to be Flyers taking on the Avalanche. 9:30 Eastern puck drop in Colorado. The Avalanche are the $1.60 favorite, total at 6. We saw a 15-cent move toward Colorado. No movement on this total as of yet. The Avalanche open $1.45 up to -160. Totals at 6. 66% are leaning Colorado. 73% shaded toward the over. Right now, Philadelphia is plus 140 on the money line. Colorado plus a $1.55, laying the goal and a half. We have Grubauer for the Avalanche, Hart for the Flyers. Carter Hart's 10-5-1 on the year, 2.33 goals against, 909 save percentage. The Flyers are 8-6 against the spread on the road, and of course, when I refer to the spread, I'm referring to the puck line. So once again, Philadelphia 8-6 against the spread on the road, 7-2 straight up in their last 9 at any location. The Flyers rank in the top 10 in offensive shots, top 10 in goals allowed. Oscar Lindblom, 11 goals on the year, 7 assists, 18 points. Claude Giroux, 21 points in the year, 12 assists, 9 goals. Claude is +6. And Sean Couturier, 8 goals on the year, 14 assists, 22 points for Coots. Now the Flyers rank in the top 5 in shots allowed, top 5 in shots allowed on the road. Colorado on the other side, they rank in the bottom 5 in shots allowed, so they rank in the bottom 5 in that same category. And they also rank in the bottom 10 in goals allowed at home. Total-wise, Colorado 10-3 to the over on their home ice. I'm going to lean Flyers plus 1.5 in the over 6 goals in that game. All right, let's go ahead and dive into our quick pick recap. Once again, brought to you by patreon.com/BrockPage, where we are 60% in our last 25 board member package plays on that website. We're also hitting at 64% in our last 14 college basketball package plays on that site as well. I like the Flyers plus 1.5 over 6 goals. Montreal minus 1.5 over 6 goals. And last but certainly not least, I like Boston plus 105 in the over 6 goals in that game. So once again, last but certainly not least, I like Boston plus 105 in the over 6 goals in that game. Over. All right. Guys, that's going to do it for me. Once again, don't forget to check me out on patreon.com/BrockPage, where we do daily premium selections on that website, beginning at just $1.99 per month. We also have a bunch of different memberships, tiers, and packages that you can subscribe to. Now, you're probably wondering, well, why would I pay for Patreon when I can just get all the picks for free right here on YouTube? And that's a great thought, and that's a great question. But basically, what we do here on YouTube is we handicap every single game on the board, both the side and the total. We're pretty much throwing darts. Like if you were to bet your hard-earned money on every single game, side and total in real life, if you haven't done it already, you're guaranteed to lose in the long run. And as a matter of fact, you're probably going to end up losing in the short run as well. The books are too smart. They're too sharp. The math is always against you. So what we do on Patreon is we really kind of narrow it down and focus in on 3 to 4 premium selections per day. They're high percentage selections, games that I personally have action on. And I'll tell you this much, my current record on Patreon is a whole lot better than it is throwing darts on YouTube. And you can check out that current record for free right now. All you have to do is click the link in the description section below. That is patreon.com/BrockPage. But most importantly, guys, I do have to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. Happy Wednesday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you on patreon.com/BrockPage.